welcome to Tech Shorts, and bringing you a new video today. Just a short one, just to try and help some people understand how the APRS works on the Radtel 950 Pro. This is the Pro model, so this is the one that's got the new firmware, new hardware I should say. New hardware. This is a October release, 2025. So it's got new hardware. This transmits 270 plus on CB or 10 meters, and it also does airband, HF, medium wave, short wave on receive. But what I'm more interested in is the APRS, because there's not many cheap handhelds out there. This was £58 that can do APRS. So I want to run through just how you set that up. There is a couple of videos out there, but it's not clear, and I've been struggling a little bit, and I'm going to bring you quite a simple way to do that. So let's get straight into this and explain how to do APRS. So initially what you need to do, like always, is set yourself a APRS channel. So I've got mine set in one of my zones, so the APRS channel set. And then what you need to do then is you just need to run through a few other settings to get APRS up and running. So let's go into the menu and let's scroll down to, oh, there it is, APRS set. Click OK. And I'm going to run through these. I won't go into too much detail. I'll explain what you need to do without clicking and going backwards and forwards. So APS on and off, simple, turns it on and off. GPS, simple, turns it on or off. So click that, you go to GPS, and you turn it on or off. So then in the GPS settings, you've got positions where you can set your degrees, what you want it to be, your time zone, which you need to set, distance, altimeter, speed limit, miles per hour, kilometers an hour, and that's basically what you need to set on that. Beacon setup is your APRS beacon. So you need to go into here, you need to set your call sign. So whatever your call sign is, you need to set an SSID. If you know what APRS is, then you'll know what the SSID is. You just go in there and you can choose your one. Your path. Now I've got it set to wide 1 and then wide 2 1. You've got wide 1. I believe this is the European side of things. So you've got other ones that you can choose, but this is the one I've used. Back out of there. User path. Forget it. Not using that. Source position. Click that. Choose either fixed or GPS. I would use GPS, but if you want to use fixed. So when you use fixed, you're going to have to then input your position in here. So you're going to have to go through all these one by one and set your position, and then you can have your fixed. Okay, station symbol. I've got mine set as a person. Okay, and then custom icons. You've got all the different ones. Snowmobile. I've got a red cross as a custom icon. I don't know between the difference between the two. Not really fussed. It's not about that. My key queue type. Just leave that. Not worried about that. Message. This is the message that comes after your APRS. I've got mine set to that, my call sign, and what I'm using. You can use this back button to go back. It doesn't delete anything. Okay, so then you've done that, and then you know exactly where you want to transmit. What you now need to do is scroll down to advanced, okay, and then you need to choose the APRS channel. Now when you first initially press this, it'll be in Chinese. Just use the arrows going down and you'll see VFOA, VFOB, VFOC. This is where you're going to choose which one you want it on the buttons. You can have it transmit automatically, or you can have it where you press the PTT. So I've got mine on VFOC, and that's come back out again, timeout. Go back to APRS. Okay, beacon type, simple. What beacon type do you want? Manual beacon, time beacon. Let's put it back to manual. So we go, save. Time is how often you want it to time. If it's on time, all you do is go down to beacon type, go down to timing, and you choose which one you want it to be. 1 minute, 2 minute. But we are on manual, so it's going to be the button press. Okay, come back out of that. Beacon list, this is where you will see anyone that's come through. That's where your list is. Remember that, because when someone transmits, then you want to see it. That's where it'll be. I think that's the last one of it all. That's all you need to do on your APRS side. But one more thing you need to quickly do is go down to key, user key just here, go on to user key, PF2, press that, select down and go to beacon TX. Highlight that. That then turns this bottom button into your APRS transmit. Okay, let's go back out. Now, I've got a couple of short keys set, so it's quite simple for me to activate this. So what I need to do is hold down number 2, turn APRS on. Okay, then hold number 3 down, turn GPS on. I've set them 2 buttons to be that. Now, you will see it says APRS here in the corner. That means you've got everything set right. If that doesn't show, you've not got it set right. Now, if I press the button here, it should transmit, but it won't because I haven't got a GPS lock. But what you would do, press that button and it would send your APRS. There we go, got green. Now if I press the button now, there you go, it has now sent APRS. Basically, that is all you need to do. And then any APRS that comes in will be received and saved into that log. So hopefully that's helped out a few people there on APRS. As I say, there was a few videos out there, but it was confusing me. Didn't really understand a lot of the things that people were going through, too many clicks and buttons, but hopefully that's a bit of a simple version for you. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll try and do some more videos on this. I might even do another one in a bit later. But anyway, thanks for watching. You take care all, and we'll see you again in another video from Tech Shorts.